Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Qatar Doha, the host nation of the Asian Championships of 2024. The host nation welcomes the women's division. We are at the quarterfinals. Been an epic day for everybody today. We're in the semi-finals and the final will be played today. I have a very special guest for me. And welcome. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
My name is Fatima and I'm from Iran.
Well, first of all, Fatima, thank you very much for joining me. And it's been a brilliant day today. I have noticed something, I'm not 100% sure, but the break is the 2 and the 3. We're watching go into this pocket and that pocket for the 3 and the 2. Watch how it's done. Here we go. The perfect break. There goes the 2. There goes the 3. But the cue ball is in the way and the 8 ball is in the way. So what that means, Fatima, is
Dry break.
the desert break. Now, what happens is, now you're in the ladies division and you played your matches yesterday. The break is designed to master the break. And what I mean by that is to make the 2 ball into the designated pocket to the left and the 3 ball to go into the right pocket. If you can achieve that, you have the perfect break. However, it's based on the power you generate into the cue ball. And how do you break?
Yeah, that's the way I break, but I put my cue ball in the middle of table and I make the wing balls, not 2 and the 3. I put wing balls in the middle, not corners.
So now you play head on into the 1 ball. Now the reason, do you make the 2 and the 3 from the break consistency? Can you make the 3 and the 2 go in? Or
Yes, but it depends on where you put the cue ball. She goes a little to the left, but I put the cue ball in the middle of table.
now the problem with the cue ball in the middle of the table is the power generated into the pack. What do I mean by that? Well, it's not going to flow the 2 ball or the 3 ball in. So we'll watch this over the next few games and I'll give you a quick idea of how to master the break. Now, you've been representing your country. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm the West Asia champion. 6 months ago in Bahrain. And I'm the first in my country, ranked number 1. And the head of national team. Thank you.
That is amazing. Now, is this your first time doing the commentary?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it's my first time. And happy to join you.
Now, the most important thing doing the commentary, try. Oh, that was a big miss. To identify key balls, and the way I do it, I try to bring the passion and the feelings into the game. My commentary's a little bit different to a textbook commentator, and what I mean by that is knowing how the players are feeling. And it's very difficult for the women's division because I do the World Championships women's division in snooker. I love that spider, by the way. Do you see the spider on the wrist?
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I first saw that, I thought it was a spider.
No. That's how we do in Asia.
Wow.
We have beautiful things.
Now, this run out is a formality. This is how I'm seeing it. The 9 ball will be going to the right corner. But right
What
now,
I missed that.
the easy ones are the hardest ones to pot.
Yes.
And that was a pressure shot. A lot of players tend to play these shots knowing that they can pot them, but they miss them. And because it's one of the easiest shots on the table, and the easy ones are the hardest ones to pot.
You know, when you are very good in techniques and tactics, but the experience is gonna really help you. You should have a big experience in your pocket and then you can go to on table and games. Exactly here in Asia with the best of the boards.
And how are you finding Qatar? Is this your first time in Qatar?
Yes, it's my first time in here. And I just got pro in 3.5 years. And I hope to develop my game.
Now this shot kissing into the 9 is perfect because the 8 is going to go into this corner and coming around.
For the first spray.
See the side? She's aiming at 25 past 5 on the cue ball to swing it around. And that angle there is perfect because she's got two choices. She can run through and take the 9 to the corner and make sure she goes low enough to get to the 10. But I am seeing something different today on the cue ball.
I think she's going to the right. Oh,
that's perfect.
She came to.
The chalk is staying on the cue ball, and that could cause a kick. But the temperature is very cold. What do you think of the temperature?
Yeah, it's too cold here, I think.
It's a fridge.
Yeah, it's like a fridge. And I don't know why. Outside is too cold. I don't know why they turn on conditioners.
And the balls are reacting lovely. And the table and the cloth are amazing. And how are you getting on with the new cloth? The sponsor is Andy Cloth. How do you find it fast?
Yeah, yesterday I played. No, it was the most logical pattern that the cue ball can have. And it wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow. It was awesome. But the temperature and stress, the combination of temperature and stress can't let you to play your match, you know, the crowd, the temperature, stress. And it's a huge experience. And I don't have it because it's my first Asian match.
And the most important thing, you're representing your country. So we're going to watch the break, see how this lady breaks. Now that is perfect. So we're looking at the 3 to go to the left and the 2 to go to the right for the perfect break. Watch them go around the table. Here we go. So the 3 is underway. The 2 is underway. Oh, they crashed into each other. Now, the reason why they crashed into each other is because the power generated into the break was probably too much. The percentage you need is 80%. If you go above 80, you're risking the opportunity of a desert break. And if you make one of them, you're starting to feel the break. So it's very important, the key success. And where would you say the most difficult ball on the table is? Like any key balls you see?
I think 1 to the 2, it was a key shot because, and I don't think so, the 4 goes to the corner. She should have it to the middle. And she missed it.
Oh, that's a big miss. I saw her play just now because I get to see the players play, and she was playing amazing. How? Sorry to embarrass you. I can't mention the. I can't. Han, you. I can do that one.
Mm.
How do you pronounce the other lady's name?
I can't pronounce it.
I can't.
HYEJU. We can call her Jean. Yeah?
Okay, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. The only thing we can say is Jean. And she called a bank shot.
Yeah,
Oh.
just hit the jaw.
And it was an unlucky one because she has an open window. Jean.
Oh, I've never heard that phrase before. The open window.
Yeah.
Well, that's a new one. I'll use that one. Now, can you jump the cue ball?
Yes, of course. Every pool player should do that.
Yeah. And where are you after this tournament? Are you flying home?
Yes. I'm going back and start my. Wow, another miss.
Yeah, it's a big miss that was. And when how here's a quick question for you. When your opponent is missing,
Yeah.
do you feel comfortable and happy, or do you start missing?
Number two, I start missing.
Yeah, and do you know why that is? Why? I'll tell you why I think, and the answer is because you start getting confident, and then all of a sudden, it brings you down in your game.
Yeah, I think it's like a virus. It takes all the table, you, your hand, and your cue. And the bird doesn't go to the corner. Is she going for safety?
Now, funny you should say that, because I have seen in the men's division only
Okay.
players calling a shot. Every time they called that shot, they played safe. I do not understand why players do that in the men's division. I've seen it every time. They say a double or a triple, nowhere near a double, nowhere near a triple, and they just roll the cue ball. Is that a psychological part of the game where you pull a safety and then you just play safe? Because, well, good fortune there.
Yeah, a big version. And I think she is not ready for a TV table. I saw her playing yesterday. I'm talking about Jean from Korea.
Yeah.
No, is she from Korea?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw her playing yesterday and she was awesome. She didn't hit the ball like, yeah. And a cover.
Now, the trap ball is the 7 ball. So the angle from the 6, I want you to imagine where that 4 is from the 6. That would be a perfect angle to open up the 7 and the 8. But right now, this 5.
Yeah, and she should guarantee the 6 ball.
Yeah.
If she wanna open the 7, she should guarantee the 6 ball.
Now, in the men's division, they would try and.
Oh, did you see that miss?
It was unbelievable. We can watch the replay. Yeah. just pressure on being on the TV table.
Yeah, a big one.
Now, it's at the perfect angle, and I believe you can make the angle by coming off the rail and going into the 7. Watch the power in the cue ball. Would you be able to make this shot?
Yes, everyone can make it, but not on TV tables, I think.
And that's beautiful. What a shot. Shot of the match so far. Now, she'll be taking the 8 into the same pocket as the 7. Just come around the 2 rails. But the secret of 10 ball is to communicate with the angles to the next ball. And what I mean by that is getting it perfect. Wow, who can shield the rest here? This is difficult. And you're running out of time. Only 40 seconds a shot.
Yes.
Extension cord. Has to be careful not to hit that 8.
It's a big one. And she hit it perfect.
That's a beautiful shot. And look at the positioning shot. Do you, when you play, because I'm 6'1" and you're what, 5 foot in height? How high are you?
And my height?
No, yeah. How high?
162 centimeters.
So when you play on the pool table, do you play for hand position when you're getting position to the next ball? Are you thinking about if you can reach the shot or not?
For sure, because I'm not that tall.
No.
And I should use rest.
Yeah.
And that's really key point in pool playing.
Now, here's one for you. A lot of the players tend to get the balls out for the referee. I just leave them down there and let the referee get the balls out, because if that cue ball's travelling, I've seen players, when they get the balls out and the cue ball's going like that, they put the balls on the table, which is causing confusion. And some players don't like that. Do you bring the balls
personal.
out?
Yes, that's personal. And I see that from Asian players, mostly.
So we'd like to say thank you very much to the viewers around the world who's joining us from New Zealand TV company, Vietnam TV company, and China as well, broadcasting on their TV channel. We are broadcasting all over the world. Millions are watching this show. It's just not on YouTube. 14 years ago, YouTube. YouTube has helped many of the TV companies broadcasting, and Qatar brought in their own TV show now, recently, around about 3 years ago. But in the meantime, watch the 2 and watch the 3 for a perfect break. There goes the 3, there goes the 2, here they go. And traffic has stopped them from going in, so the break wasn't powerful enough, but a ball has gone in, and the 1 ball is trapped by the 5.
I don't think she can hit the 1 ball.
With your push out, do you do a jump shot, or do you allow your opponent to see it?
In my point of view, you should put the cue ball where that your opponent must to say, go for it. I'm not taking it.
And what other games do you, now being a pool player, do you play 8 ball and do you play 9 ball?
Yes, but not 8 ball. I'm not the 8 ball fan. And a big luck for her.
come out with a good run. I've always found that the good fortune and the misfortune in a match goes 50-50. Doesn't really go one way all the time. The good fortune there, hiding the one. A very clever shot. And have you played three cushion billiards?
No, never.
Have you ever played on a pyramid table?
No. I just got pro in 3.5 years.
Wow.
I'm newborn.
Did you hear the countdown? Now, every player who hears the countdown, and we'll ask you a question about that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They do two things. This was in the men's division. This is the first time I've seen it in the women's division. Give the cue ball in hand to their opponent, like we just seen, or they completely miss the cue and make a miscue, or they miss the pot. How do you feel when that countdown comes when you're playing the shot? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me, I can't understand you.
Okay. When your time's running out,
Okay.
the referee says, and you got no extension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
How do you feel about playing that shot right now?
Yesterday, I was in the situation you're talking about. And I just wanted to look at the referee and say, hey, can you say it in your head and not me? Okay, I want to miss this shot, but please don't say it out loud. I lost all my concentration on the table. And after the match, referee came to me and say, hey, did you want to kill me on that table? It was table. And I ran out of the time. And the referee comes to me and say, did you want to kill me? And I said, no, but don't do this.
Well, I would like to say thank you very much for joining me in the commentary, and we hope to see you again.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. It was really nice to see you.
Thank you very, very much. Well, that was very kind. I have a special guest here today. Now she's gone and seen the rest of the match. But in the meantime, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Asian Temple Championships of 2024. If you've just joined us, we are around the world in New Zealand, in Vietnam and China. And we've witnessing a great match here. Even though it's missable shots here and there, it is pressure for both of these ladies. As you can see, oof, wow, what a shot that was. I did watch this young lady play, and she did not miss a ball in the outer arena. Her cue action is absolutely amazing. Great player. Now, this 8 to hold to the 9. Now, she's got two choices. She can play it into the middle. The ladies' division are so clinical with position. Look at this. Beautiful. Well played. Now, it's a cute angle. This is quite missable if she doesn't get this right, because she's taking the cue ball away from the angle of the 10. But can she bring back the angle? Yes, she can. Well played. This is much better performance, as we saw just now. And on behalf of Qatar Sports Federation, welcome if you've just joined us to our new fans around the world watching the ladies division. we are down to the quarterfinals, and the semis and the final will be played today. But in the meantime, we hope you enjoy this show. It's been a great episode in first one this morning. Flawless victory, incredible potting, 100% potting, 100% accuracy. So congratulations to everybody here in the quarterfinals. So we talked about the secret of the break, and basically the skill of the break is incredible. It's the 2 and the 3 we must watch, and that's how you control this game. So you can see there, the 10's got to be... Apparently, if the 10 ball doesn't move, it's a perfect rack. But I'm not too sure, because I've only ever seen one 10 ball not move out of thousands of games. So, or should I say hundreds, from day one on the 14th. So I don't know how many that is, but it must be hundreds anyway. So the 10 ball is always going to move for me. But right now, that 2 and the 3 is what I'm looking at. And this young lady is that's beautiful with the cue ball. Well played. Getting it in line. That's the key part of part 1. Part 2 is to make the 2 or the 3 in the corners bucket. So watch them run around the table. There goes the 2. There goes the 3. Traffic's on the way. So I think I'm going to have to watch the replay. Did the 8 ball hit the 3? I think it did. So that indicates the break was too hard, because everything was running around the table. So let's have a look. It goes the 3. Oh, it did hit the 8. So, well, I'm surprised there. Very surprised. Because the double was on. And the safety was on as well. So 2-1, race to 6. And the ladies division is so difficult with the racks because the game's all over. But right now, this young lady's nominated the 1 to the corner. Should be okay. Beautiful cue action, by the way. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. That's okay. Oh, the speed of the cue ball just caught the 5, and now this 2 is more difficult. But the nomination of the 2 is there. I don't see a trap ball. Beautiful. Absolute perfect. And that so far for me is a great shot. Great accuracy. The ladies division is a very high standard. The way they play, the way they cue that ball, and the focus. Look at that focus. Beautiful shot. This is I'm not even going to call a possibility, because anything can happen. I've only seen her opponent play. I don't see who goes onto the TV table. I just wanted to get a glimpse of some of the ladies playing. Perfect cue action. Look at that. Hold for the 6. Do you see how she's imagining where the cue ball is going? And that's what you got to do. Surmise. So a possible drawback. Yeah, she's asking herself, I can run off the rail. and come around the 6, go inside the 7 and come around. Start second guessing yourself. Could go, oh, that's perfect angle to hold for the 6. Yeah, there it is. But the positioning now is more difficult. Remember the positioning to get and the hand position. So she's going to have to use the extension, possibility of the rest as well. Yeah, and the power she's generated in there has helped the cue ball to come around, but this is more difficult. So when we looked at the 5 to the 6, she was in two minds. The hand was in two minds. Does she come off the rail behind the 7 and the 6, which is the better option to get the positions for the 7, or draw across? And look at this. This is missable. But she's made that look very easy. But the positioning on the 8, so when the players, yeah, she's just muttered to herself saying, why am I here? And the answer is the 5 to the 6 was the key shot. So this 8 now, oh, she has to be careful. She's got to avoid the pocket. Yeah, this is more difficult looking at the camera angle. That is the best shot. Did you hear the sound on that cue ball hitting the knuckle there to come across? I'm just watching it again on replay, and that was a great recovery shot. Just seeing what side she put on the cue ball. Yeah, and that was killing the cue ball coming across. Well played. Just a little stun shot. And as soon as it hit the 8 ball, it went straight. So well done. So it's a 3-1 lead here in the quarterfinals. And remember, the winner of this match gets a guaranteed 3rd place because it is for the semis. I don't know much about the prize money, but I know one thing. This is a podium match. And that's important here to get through to the semis. And then you got the chance for the final. So it's all to play for. HYEJU requires 3 more frames. And she has put in an incredible performance. But do not underestimate her opponent. I watched her play. And she is incredible. Jin. Can't pronounce the first part. I apologise. But let's watch her break. We're watching the 2 and the 3 for the perfect break. Here we go. Wow, the 3 is nowhere to be seen, nor is the 2. So it is worrying times. And it's down to the break. I'm seeing why why isn't the break working? I'm just looking. Bear with me. Just watching the replay. Oh, yeah, that's why. Hitting the 1 ball head on is causing the traffic to stop the 2 and the 3. You can't do that. What I mean by that is you've got to make sure the cue ball comes away from the rack. Yeah, too much side. And but wait a minute, a ball's gone in. The 5 ball dropped. So how did that 5 go in? Oh, the 2 and the 1 kicked the 5. So this could be a possibility. The players and the coaches will look back at the game on the TV table and they will monitor how the player is queuing as well as how they are breaking. And the coaches will go through this with the players, which is fantastic. And they get to see how well they're playing. So the key there is just breaking that cue ball away and bring the cue ball up the table. Very difficult shots anyway to play. Well, that was a very nice kiss on the free ball. So where's the difficult ball? It's the 6 to the 7. So stretching here to get that free in to the 6 is very difficult. Should have got the rest there, but the way she's played it is perfect. Well played. Oh, I apologise. I don't know. Is the 4 ball? I apologise. Must be the reflection on the cue ball there, on the object ball. What a shot. Now that opens up the 7 to the corner. Did you see that? Pointing how many times she's got to come across the table and get pinpoint position for the 7. Don't see the players point. I've seen them place the hand down. 1, 2. Oh, that is perfection. That is the best shot in this match so far. I've seen a couple of them, but that was perfection. Well played. You're 3-1 down and you pull out an incredible positioning shot to the 7. Well done. Yeah, and that's another perfect shot. She played for the middle. Should be okay. Just let the cue ball go here. She wants the cue ball as far to the right corner pocket as possible. So she's looking for a line, alignment, anywhere near the 10 ball spot, to be fair. Anywhere above that line on the table should be okay. Because the 9 goes into the middle. Focus on the pot. Yeah, that was the problem. Because she's aimed at the middle pocket to get position for the 9. The accuracy into the jaw. Now, this is eating into the time scale of your opponent. Players they don't mean to do it. It's just the fact that they're on a countdown of 40 seconds. I have seen it in the men's division when they go back to the table. Sometimes it's best to leave your extension there. But right now, the disappointment of missing that shot could be a 4-1 deficit. Remember, it's important to get the pot. And sometimes that trying to get perfect, you're going to have to do one or the other. Make the pot and hope for position sometimes. That's the best way to play the shot. If you're trying to get perfect, players tend to miss the pot. And a 4-1 deficit here could be costly, missing that 8. So the key shot was from 7 to 8. Just a little nudge on the 8 would have been perfect. But it wasn't complicated to get the 8 into the middle. It was just worrying about snookering herself on the 10. But it's okay. There is still time in the game. Just no more mistakes or human errors. As it's possible to come back. This game is hard enough as it is. It looks easy. You're on the TV table. Millions of viewers are watching. I can assure you we are just not live stream on QBS page. We are broadcasting all over the world. TV channels are tuned in. But in the meantime, this 2 and the 3 is the key to making a perfect break. It's okay getting a ball, but it's the cue ball and the 1 ball which tends to be trapped. So watch the 2 and the 3 and watch how this lady hits that cue ball. Here we go. Watch the cue ball. It's got to come back up the table. It can't stay down the bottom half of the table. It's got to come across the middle pockets. That's much better. Well played. There goes the 2. There goes the 3. There's the 3. Well done. But where's the 1? We're back here again. Hooked on the 1. But if that cue ball was in the middle of the table, which is difficult to do, lots of top spin on that cue ball from the replay, but the 2 is going in that pocket anyway, but it was crushed by the 9. Now this is a difficult shot to push out to because that is potable into the corner. I'm not too sure if that's the right way because the cue ball is going to be left a possibility behind the 6. Depends on the angle. Some players would push that 8 on top of the 2 or push the 10 on top of the 9 and secure the end frame. Always remember in 10 ball you can secure the game when you're doing a push out. You have a choice. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go behind the 6 here. This is danger time now. Got to get it right. Oh, she's putting the 1 ball there. Is that far enough? I'm afraid it's not. Because she can pot this 1 from this angle. I'm looking at camera 4. Yeah, it's there. And across the table. So the key ball is the 2 ball. You can't really pot that unless you get down to the bottom of the table to take it into the middles. But the angle is just so cute. You're going to go across. And that was the problem. Because if you're cutting it thin, it is missable. 2 does go past the 9, but the only way you can pot that is with side. And come around the 7 area. But right now, this 1 ball is so difficult again. Got to come off the rail. I think. Yeah, got to go. Oh, what a shot. This is the way to get to the 2. But where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Wow. That is the unluckiest shot on the TV table so far. How is she going to hit this? Jin going to hit this? I don't know. She's nominated the 2 to the corner by pointing. And the referee is indicated as well. Some players, not all the time, they tap the pocket as well. Wow, with that miss, I'm afraid, with the balls in this position, it could be a 5-1 lead. Worrying times now. The Jin fans around the world. I spoke to her coach just now. They're all excited to see her play on the TV table. So it's worrying times. But in the meantime, this young lady has put in a tremendous performance. They're not easy. You're on the TV table. You're representing your country. Family and friends are watching. And millions around the world are tuned in as we're watching the 6 disappear to the 7. Now, see what I mean by holding position at the table? Over around the cue ball, got to use the spider to get a position to the 8, a bit less power, and that would have been perfect. Always remember that next shot with that alignment is the key to get to your next ball. So this 7, she can take the 8 into the right corner past the 9. I think she might do. It's okay. And then that way you can stay high enough for the 9. Always remember the angle from your next ball to get to the 9 here. Higher is better. Making yourself an easier path. That cue ball is looking absolutely amazing. Nice and clean. Beautiful shot. And the confidence this young lady has to go to the hill knowing one more rack and she will be on the podium, guaranteed, for the semi-finals played this afternoon, and then an opportunity of a lifetime to get through to the final. One rack away, but do not underestimate her opponent. Anything can happen. Well played. What a good game that was. On behalf of Qatar Sports Federation, we say thank you for joining us. For the viewers on YouTube, thank you very much. And to the viewers in New Zealand TV channel, thank you very much for joining us. And the Vietnam channel, as well as the China channel. Millions are tuned in around the world. But in the meantime, we are watching the rack here. Very important to whoever is breaking. And make that 2 and 3. 5-1 down. 5-1 up. 1 rack away from the podium. Incredible. So there's the 2 and the 3. Who's breaking? Not too sure. Okay. Now, where is this cue ball going? Just off center to the 1. Here we go. Got to make the 2 or the 3 for a perfect break. Oh, where's the 2? It's got to go in. That 2 has got to go in. Where is it? Not enough pace. But I believe a ball has gone in. Which one was it? Just check the replay. It's the 1 ball. Now, that got kicked in, so the 3 hit traffic. Where is the trouble ball? Where's the trouble ball? I don't see one. I don't see a trouble ball. So this should be a run out. Because the 4 to the 5 is a formality. From the 3 is okay. The 7 to the 8, the 9 to the 10. Oh, no. Now this is worrying times. This has got to be perfect. It's the position into the 6 from the 5 I'm looking at. She got it. Maybe just got to draw back at least 2 foot. You've got to be lower than the straight line. But if you do a straight line, you've got to get this perfect. That's okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. A straight line would have been lovely because you would have had enough to go forward to get to the 7 to the 8. So you want to practice that. This is the problem shot. You see, she's had to take it to the corner, and that could be a little bit of danger now. And if you were straight, you just had to run through and hold on to the 7. Now, because this young lady's gone across the table, this is... Got to be careful here. Yeah, should have dug in a little bit more with the cue ball. Made it a little bit more easy. But this 8 should be okay. Don't want to miss it. Stay still on your cue action. Oh, that was the problem. That was the problem. So when Jin looks back at this match, because unfortunately her tournament's 3 balls away, it was the key ball from the 7 to the 8. It looks easy, but it's not, because you're forcing the angle to the 9, and that's always a danger. Always remember, it looks easy, but it's not. And the side there, such a shame. Great performance just now. But in the meantime, from all of us here, Anne has played amazing. Goodbye, everybody. Join us for the semi-finals. Goodbye. She didn't realise she's won. Goodbye, everybody.